This thing fucking on or what? Alright, close enough. Alright. You guys are still clamoring for me to do this shit, and I figured there's been enough stupid shit that's gone on in the last few months. I mean, did I miss anything important? Seriously? I mean, there's an insurrection, or an attempted insurrection down in the States. A bunch of us were stuck inside again for a couple months. Is the pandemic over yet? No? It's still going? Okay, fuck it. I honestly don't know. I've given up on a lot of shit lately. A bunch of people, as soon as I heard that I was doing a rant, offered a whole bunch of topics. So I guess I can get started on some of those. I think the first one that really got to me, that happened a while back, was that girl who put Gorilla Glue in her hair. I'm trying to figure out what the thought process was behind that. Like, seriously, who is the fucking... What was going through this chick's head when she thought that putting Gorilla Glue in her hair was a good idea? And then she, obviously is getting pissed off because, her hair got stuck and her head hurt and fucking whatever. I'm almost at a loss for words because I don't understand, what the fuck happened. Yeah, no, there's no thought process there. You just, I'm going to slather this shit on my head and nothing should happen. Everything should be fine. It says right on the bottle, do not, come in contact with your eyes or your skin or ingest orally or whatever. The best part was this girl decided to try and sue the company who makes Gorilla Glue because it didn't specifically say on the bottle, do not come in contact with hair. Guess what your hair is attached to? The skin on the top of your head. It goes back to my original point that I brought up a million times before, but when did common sense become so rare that it's a fucking superpower? Alright? Legit. The best part was, there was, 2 or 3 other people on TikTok or whatever trying to get their 15 minutes of fame in there, and they put Gorilla Glue on their head too. And the best part is, these people trying to sue the company. No, we're not going to reward you for being stupid. Stupidity should not be rewarded in any way, shape, or form. Fuck! It's the stupidest thing I ever fucking heard. Someone else brought up something to me today that I guess the UK was trying to ban the movie Grease because they showed it on the BBC during the holidays, and then a bunch of people, because of cancel culture and shit, they got all pissy about it and saying that the movie was racist and homophobic, and there's a song that sounds like rape in it and whatever. And I'm not excusing any of that. I'm not saying that the movie's probably doesn't have some of those aspects in it, but I mean, bear in mind, this was a movie that came out in the 70s based off of a musical that's set in the 50s. And to be perfectly honest, I don't give a shit. It's fucking Grease. I hate Grease. Who fucking cares? John Travolta can kiss my ass. I'd rather have them make Grease 3 than have him do Battlefield Earth 2 or some shit. So fuck it. Who cares? The movie is homophobic. It was the 50s. Everybody was homophobic. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's like me as a pro wrestling fan saying that I hate Iraq because as a kid I grew up watching pro wrestling and hate the Iron Sheik. Fuck off. Idiots. Let's see, what else is there? These fucking idiots that are sitting there losing their minds that Hasbro turned Mr. Potato Head gender neutral. Who fucking cares? It's a toy. All right? There used to be a Mr. Potato Head, a Mrs. Potato Head. I got a Mr. Potato Head, or sorry, I have a potato head. Whatever. I have a potato head that's like Bumblebee from Transformers. Like, who the fuck cares? That thing had nothing to do with gender identification and all with body horror. You have to think. That's the thing that you would do with fucking Potato Head was that you would take like the eyes and put it where the ear's supposed to go, or you take the fucking mouth and put it where the eyes go. You take the ears and put it where the nose goes, and then when you were done, you took everything and you shoved it up its ass. If anything, that thing's like a precursor to like the human centipede. But no, it has to be called Mr. or Mrs. Like, who the fuck cares? Fucking Mr. Like, I'm sorry, we're in the midst of a global pandemic. The economy is shit right now because of the pandemic, but we're worried that Hasbro took Mr. from fucking Potato Head. Are you fucking with me? This is what we're worried about? Asshats. Fucking asshats. And then the kicker that I got fucking last night. An old friend of mine from high school sent me an article from Blog Toronto, from BlogTO, and it made the rounds this morning in the local radio, and apparently the city of Owen Sound is trying to make Owen Sound the work from home capital of Ontario. And as part of their marketing campaign, they had all these pictures of people, including the mayor, in their pajama pants. Because they were giving away pajama pants to all the people who want to move to Owen Sound and stay at home and work from home if they like have a decent job in Toronto or whatever. Anybody who has known me for quite some time already knows my issues with fucking pajama pants in public. Okay? Now, part of the marketing is kind of smart because, I mean, okay, everyone wears these goofy fucking pants and they're all staying home. That's fine. You want to work from home and wear your pajama pants at home while you're on a Zoom call or whatever the fuck you're doing. That's great. Go do that. If you come outside your house wearing that shit, I will find you and I will kill you. Alright? Stop doing that shit. Alright, you have enough fucking goddamn asshats around here wearing pajama pants in public as is. And if you don't believe me, go down to the public school where I drop my kid off every morning and you see like half the parents are all wearing pajama pants because they haven't been fucking bothered to like, dress themselves. Alright? Or the downtown on Tim Hortons. With all those goddamn idiots down there. Fuck, they joke about the Canadian tuxedo. The Grey Bruce tuxedo is like a hoodie, pajama pants, your hat on backwards. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand it. Like, get some self-respect. Put on some pants. Put on fucking pants. I don't care if it's jeans. I don't care if it's jogging pants. I don't care if it's fucking khakis or some shit. I don't know. Like, what the fuck? But no. Now the city is like, well, fuck it, all the locals will do it, so we'll get a bunch of fucking rich assholes from the city to come move up here, and they can do it too. No! Why? It's like the stupidest fucking thing ever. This is their marketing campaign. And the worst part about it is you already have a bunch of fucking people from the city coming up here anyway, trying to retire. They buy a house around here for dirt cheap because everything's fucking like half the price here as it is down in Toronto. Right? They buy the house, they flip the house, they sell it for twice as much as what they got it for. And then in a town that where like affordable housing is a fucking problem, we're going to keep on promoting this shit and giving away free pajama pants? This is the fucking genius for the economic infrastructure of our town. God forbid we get like manufacturing jobs or decent paying jobs. No. We'll get everyone to stay from home, and then when they go outside, they can look like a reject from Walmart. Why? Fucking why? This is why I haven't left my house in like a week. Like, fuck. I'm not drunk or high enough for this shit yet. Like, it's fucking stupid. You know what I mean? We have all these other issues going on right now, but our city is still focusing on giving away fucking pajama pants. Ugh. I just... Why? Why are people dumb? Like, seriously. They need to... this goes back to my point before. You need to start having a license to be a parent. Okay? Yeah, you're different, but no, you need to have a license to be a fucking parent. Alright? You fail the test 3 times, then they treat you like a dog or a cat. You get spayed or neutered. You can't pass along the stupid to anybody else. You can fuck as much as you want, but you can't breed. Alright? Just stop doing that. This is how we're going to get rid of all the old people in Owen Sound, by filling it with fucking young people who just were too lazy to dress themselves. Like, seriously? We're gonna get all that fuck you Toronto money by giving away pajama pants. Fuck. This is the exact reason why I can't have nice things. I hope you guys are doing okay. This pandemic is still going on. It's been almost a fucking year. I'm losing my goddamn mind with this shit. Alright? There's another thing I want to talk about too. Everyone fucking losing their minds about the whole GameStop stock shit that went on like about a month ago. My only issue with that, because I got no problem with screwing over a bunch of billionaires. They can go fuck off. My problem with that is that they should have done that like 3 months earlier, because then I might still have a job. Because I used to work at a GameStop, or EB Games as they call it here in Canada. And if they bought enough stock, I might still have a job right now, but instead I don't. Thanks for screwing me over. Still, a bunch of other people got fucking rich. God damn. The best part about that, too, was like all the fucking billionaires sitting there getting all pissed off. Oh, how could they do this to us? They're screwing over the system. I'm like, no, they're not. They're working within the system that you guys have been have been fucking over for years. The whole point of the GameStop stocks thing was that a bunch of rich dudes bought a bunch of stock, right? Expected it to fucking tank, and they were going to make out like bandits. So a bunch of fucking nerds on Reddit said, no, let's screw over the rich people. And enough people were like, yeah, all right, fuck it, let's do that. And enough of them were smart enough that they were able to do smart things with their money. Like, instead of hoarding it, like pay off student loans, or buy a house, or pay off their car, or something like that. And it wasn't sitting in some billionaire's fucking hedge fund. Like, fuck off. Oh, the billionaires, we have to worry about them. There's enough people that still believe that trickle-down economics horseshit still works. That thing was antiquated in the 80s when it was first introduced, and it's still fucking bullshit now. Assholes. I don't know, what else is pissing everybody off right now? Besides the usual horseshit. Like, fuck. I'm just, like I said, everyone kept on, like, throwing shit at me about this. Whether it was fucking Mr. Potato Head or fucking whatever the hell we're calling him now. I'm gonna call him Human Centipede Potato Head. That's what I'm calling him. I don't give a shit. That's what I'm calling him. That's what I used to do with him as a kid. I used to stick ears up his butt. Like, fuck off. You know what? That's it. I'm fucking done. I'm sure there'll be enough things that'll piss me off eventually. This rant's not overly long. It's just, fuck. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm sick and tired of doing this in my house. I'm sorry, my friend's house. This isn't even my house. I don't want to be doing this in my house anymore. I want to be doing this on stage. I want to go on the road and fucking do this shit. I still can't do that because a bunch of people are still sitting there saying, the virus is a hoax. There's another thing that pissed me off too. Hold on. This is the best part. All the conspiracy theories about the fucking coronavirus and all this other shit. And then on top of that, you have all these people now losing their fucking minds in Texas because they got snow. Now, that is not proof of global warming or some sort of climate change. I don't fucking know what is. But Texas got a shit ton of snow. And because their power grid is mostly privately owned and they weren't prepared for like 3 inches of snow, Texas froze over. which I find funny. Fuck them, I don't care. But, I mean, and I get it too, like, Texas, it's pretty far south, they're ill-equipped to handle snow. But then the best part is all these people in Texas trying to melt the snow. They said the snow won't melt because you can't light it on fire. No, you can't do that anyway. You can't light snow on fire. You can melt it. You stick it in a pot, put it over on a stove, it'll melt that way. But they said that the snow was fake. There's a bunch of people right now that think in Texas thinking that snow is fake. I'm assuming it's because they've never seen snow before in their lives. I had a bunch of guys 20 years ago that said the exact same thing to me when we had to call in like the army to dig us out when I lived in Toronto. Most of those guys are first or second generation Canadian. They had seen snow before, but not that much. Okay? And they're freaking out. They're like, this can't be real. I'm like, oh, it's fucking real, dude. They're like, are you serious? I'm like, I'm used to snow like this all the time where I come from. I make snow angels naked in this shit. This is normal. And I apologize for that mental image for anyone who has that right now. But, you know, fuck it, I don't care. Alright? But legit, Texas is freaking out. And then they think that the snow is fake. And that it was some Democratic... Let me see if I get this right. What is QAnon calling the Democrats now? They're a left-wing, Antifa, pedophile, Satanist cult. I'm not sure if I got all that. It's hard to keep track. At least when you don't like the people on the right, it's just because they're dumb and they like guns too much. Not that I have a thing against guns. It's fun to shoot one. I just don't need something that shoots like 30 rounds a second to kill deer. That's just me. I'm a one-shot, one-kill kind of guy. Like, that's the other thing too. A bunch of people are freaking out about like the gun ban, like the government's like, oh, they're taking away our guns, and I'm just like, you look at the guns that the government's trying to take away. You don't need a 50 cal to shoot deer. You're going to explode the deer if you take a 50 cal to it. Like, shit, like, fuck, you could kill a bear with that. You would destroy the bear with that. If you have a gun that creates, like, explosions and not just tiny holes in animals, you don't need it to go hunting. I'm sorry. If you want it because it's fun to have, that's cool, but you don't have that as a right. It's not like America because they think that they have a right to have guns. Like, I don't fucking know what that's still about, but they're just nuts anyway, so. Anyway, you know what? Fuck it. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with stupid. So, I'm self-isolating like everybody else. And hopefully when this whole thing blows over, I can just go back outside and everyone will be smarter. But I know that won't happen because I live in Owen Sound. So it's just going to be a bunch of goddamn idiots wearing their pajama pants in public. And I'm going to fucking pimp slap every single motherfucking last one of you. Bye!